Hello book nerds, welcome to Bookshelf Bunny. I'm Kim and this is February's wrap up and March's TBR. Hey guys, so just a really quick video. I didn't get a lot of reading done in February, but I did read a few books and I wanted to briefly share them. These are the books I read in February. I finished The Paris Apartment. That was a buddy read with Jason Reads 10 over on Bookstagram. Jade City and Tom Lake, they were very good reads. And so was Light Lark. I ended up picking up Light Lark because a coworker of mine is reading that with her daughters, and it just sounded really intriguing. They were all good reads, and because I didn't read a lot of them, it's tough to pick a top 3 because I really only read 3 full books. So I guess all of those are my top 3 in February. As for March, I do have a few books that I would like to read. First of all, I'm currently reading Empire of the Vampire and Uniform Justice. I also just started The Only Survivors. So these I started in February, but there's no way I'm going to be able to finish them in the next 5 days. No, not even 5 days. 4 days on account of February is a short month, even though it is a leap year month. So I won't be able to finish those in the next few days, I'm sure, but I did want to mention them because they'll probably be finished within that first week of March. So they're kind of an overlap in February's wrap up and March's TBR. The books that I'm hoping to read in March are these ones here. So this first book, I'm going to be doing a kind of a group online buddy read with a few people, and I'm really excited about it. His and Hers sounds just like an intriguing, fun thriller type read, and I am really looking forward to it. So I'm going to be reading that one. I'm also hoping to read the second book in the Jade City trilogy, the Green Bones trilogy. So that is a hopeful for March. We'll see how that goes. That's really it. It's a really short update because there's not a lot going on in new books that I have to talk about. This last week was kind of killer, which is why I wasn't able to finish some of these ones that I'm currently reading. So last Saturday, for no reason at all, I woke up and my back was just killing me. My lower back, I don't know what I did. Probably just slept wrong. And at almost 40, I suppose that's to be expected. So I spent the week in a lot of pain and I took some painkillers and it kind of sucked, but it's feeling better now. Hopefully it's on the mend and I don't have to worry about that so much. I was so dumb. I told anybody who would listen this week that I went to bed last Friday and I was 37 years old. When I woke up the Saturday morning, I was 70. Like, it is unbelievable how difficult it is to function when you are experiencing back pain. I will never think of brushing my teeth and putting on socks the same way ever again. So that was unfortunate. This week we also had an adventure in rescuing a bunny. There was a bunny in the neighborhood. He was lost. He got away from his owners and we spotted him on our street. So we bribed him with some pellets. Thank goodness we have bunnies and we could do this. And while he was engaged in munching pellets, we scooped him up and then returned him to his owners. His name is Thumper. He is adorable. So that was a fun adventure. And then in sad bunny news, my oldest girl, my Jack Face, she is in her last days, we're pretty sure. Maybe last weeks, it's hard to say. She's been in decline for a while now, and it looked like she was in pain last week, so my husband took her to the vet, and they went to do some exams, and one of the exams was hopefully an x-ray, but that required flipping her onto her back, and the moment she was on her back, she didn't want to breathe anymore. So The vet immediately flipped her back, gave her some oxygen. She revived and she was fine, but they're pretty sure she's experiencing fluid on her lungs. She doesn't have like an upper respiratory infection that they can tell. No, they can't be certain unless they're able to do imaging, and they can't do imaging because they can't put her on her back or she'll stop breathing. But they're pretty sure it's not an upper respiratory infection. They think that it's fluid on her lungs, maybe from like some heart failure, or maybe she has some tumors in there. But she's an old lady. My Jack is 12. Most rabbits live anywhere between 6 to 12 years. That's kind of the average. So she's at the upper end of that average. So I think that we're looking at bunny palliative care for the next few weeks. We're loaded up on pain meds and antibiotics to kind of ease her discomfort, and I guess we'll go from there. So that's sad. I'm not sure how motivated I'm going to be in the first few weeks here of March to do my reading, but reading is a comfort thing for me. So I will still be reading, I just don't know how fast. But I'll keep you updated on my poor baby girl. She's an old lady. She's been in my life for a long time. Sorry to end things on such a downer. But that's what's going on in my life, and that very real sad thing may impact my ability to read as quickly as I normally do. So I'm sorry, bear with me. But that's really all I've got. I would like to hear from you in the comments. Which book from the plethora of books I have mentioned here for March would you recommend I add to my TBR in the top list? Would you suggest I read first, is what I'm trying to say. Wow. Oh, and before I go, hold that thought. So one of my favorite cozy gamer content creators, Her Cozy Gaming, Wendy, she is streaming on Twitch, and her current goal is to reach 1,000 followers. So I promised I would shout her out and hopefully help her along in that journey. She has lots of other platforms as well, but Twitch is the one she's focusing on right now, so I will post a link in the description below. Check out Her Cozy Gaming. All right, that's it for me. As always, happy reading.